Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Time with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and or leave a comment in this comment section. Appreciate it. Let's dig in and take a look at Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the daily chart, and I did a weekly chart on Sunday, and we're gonna follow up with a daily chart today. So over the weekend, I tweeted that Bitcoin would drop to 38K and 37K zones. It did that. Then I reiterated the next support zone was the ascending higher low support D32, which is this line here. And Bitcoin did drop down to there and bounce back up all the way up to roughly 39.5K. And where it bounced off was roughly around 37.8K. Additionally, last night I tweeted that the US stock futures were trending down while the DXY or the dollar index was trending up, making it feel like BTC would probably dip at the market opening. It did that. Currently, BTC is sitting right here at roughly 37.8K, I think. Yeah, roughly 37.8K or 38K. I think it's 38K right now. It changed since I drew all these charts. So it's currently right around 37.8, 38K. And it's right where this line is. This higher low support line has been bouncing up and down just right around that line. So that support is holding pretty well. And it's also right in this high traded volume level for price. And this price line has been since, and for this range is mid-December 2021. So this range is one of the highest traded volume levels right here for price. So it's going to bounce right around here and probably in the next handful of hours as it's been in the last few hours. This where it's at right now is currently below the 50-day moving average, and which happens to be where the basis or the middle of the Bollinger Band is, and where it's at right now is literally between that and the bottom of the Bollinger Band here, and the top of the Bollinger Band is up here, and the bottom of the Bollinger Band currently on the daily is roughly around 35.3.4K right down here. The next few support zones or levels that we have in addition to this higher low support line D32 is this double top neckline D23, and that's at 37K. Down below that we have the channel support D12, which is roughly around 36.5K, and below that we have this line right here, and that's roughly 35K. And these support levels have been here for weeks, and Bitcoin is revisiting some of those potentially. Let's dive down and take a look at the indicators. The white J line, this line here, continues to dip further down. It's descending. It went from 34 to negative 4.7. And its lowest is this point here, and that is the lowest point since December, and that was negative 11.2K. I gave that a bear. There's still potential for it to dip further before it rounds off and kicks back up. So we can potentially still see more downside here, according to KDJ. On the MACD white line is below the red line. You may not be able to see it, so I'll zoom in so you can see it. Here's the white MACD line dipping below the red signal line, creating the second taller or lower, if you will, bearish histogram. Let's zoom out. And it went from negative 6 to negative 374. So that's a bear. Let's go below RSI. The red RSI line here continues to trend slightly down from 45.9 to 42.05. Although that's a downward trend, it's more of a crab also. So think of that as a bear and a crab. The aqua line for the cumulative volume delta continues to trend down, sharper than RSI. It went from 1,807,704 to 1,803,256. So give that a bear. The white MOM or momentum indicator is trending down. It went from 2,035 to negative 1,467. I gave that a bear also. So we got a few bears. I got a few bears, several bears actually, on the indicators. However, I left the rating at 2 crabs and a bear. And the reason I did that is because I believe Bitcoin is going to chop. It's going to chop right within this range that I mentioned, right here, the double top neckline, D23 at around 37K, and to the top line of the channel resistance, D11, roughly around 39.4. I think it's going to chop there, but the bear here, as indicated by these indicators, represent downward pressure. And you can see that here in the longer top wick of the current daily red candle. So in summary, based on this chart and the indicators, BTC will likely chop on the channel here. Like I mentioned, the resistance here at the top and the support yellow line here at the bottom. And with downward pressure, the candle could ride right along this current higher lows support line. If it keeps doing that, that's a signal that it's building a pretty strong bottom for the interim time, for the short term. And that's good because the market could get acclimated to the geopolitical situation and the macro environment, and it puts down a stable support level, if you will. However, if the macro and geopolitical environments change, that could change this as well. So more pressure to the downside near the double top neckline here at 37K. But it's going to ride this ascending higher low support line. Let's take a look at the heat map and see what we have currently zoomed in here. We have Bitcoin at 38 roughly. You see that it went up here in the past few hours. Actually, that's not hours, that's minutes. Went up in the last handful of minutes, and then it's trending back down again. We have spoof walls riding the top, pushing price down. We have spoof walls on the bottom, pushing price up, and they're just going to fight it out. Literally, there's currently more pressure on the downside. I mean, from the bottom to the top, pushing it up, then there is pressure on the top. Let's zoom out a little bit and take a look at some walls. There's no major sell walls at the top. However, we do have some light bands here at 39. We also have at roughly around 38.7. This range right here, 38.5. And down below, I'm not going to go through the buy walls, this smaller buy walls here. I'll focus on the major buy walls. We have major buy walls at 35K, 32K, 30K, and a slightly semi-big buy wall at 29K. And these have been around for a bit of time, especially the bottom ones here. I appreciate your time. If you found value, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video later today. Peace.